July 1918 – 5 December 2013. Was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, leader and presenter. World Health Organization. Served as President of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and therefore the first non-appointive during an absolutely representative democratic election. His government targeted on dismantlement the gift of social policy by attempt institutionalized racism and fostering racial reconciliation. Ideologically associate degree African nationalist and socialist, he served because the president of the African National Congress (ANC) party from 1991 to 1997. A Xhosa speaker, statesman, was born to the Thembu royal line in Mavezo, Union of South Africa. He studied law at the University of Fort Hare and therefore the University of Region before operating as a professional in Johannesburg. There he became concerned in anti-colonial and African nationalist politics, connection the ANC in 1943 and co-founding its Youth League in 1944. Once the National Party's white-only government established social policy, a system of separatism that privileged whites, he and therefore the ANC committed themselves to its overthrow. Statesman was appointed president of the ANC's Transvaal branch, rising to prominence for his involvement within the 1952 Defiance Campaign and therefore the 1955 Congress of the Individuals. He was repeatedly inactive for seditious activities and was unsuccessfully prosecuted within the 1956 Treason Trial. Influenced by communism, he on the QT joined the prohibited South African Communist Party (SACP). Though ab initio committed to non-violent protest, in association with the SACP he co-founded the militant Umkhonto we Tend to Sitsva in 1961 and dioed a sabotage campaign against the government. He was inactive and unfree in 1962, and later on sentenced to captivity for conspiring to overthrow the state following the Rivonia Trial. Mandela served 27 years in jail, split between Robben Island, Pollsmoor Jail and Victor Verster Jail. Amid growing domestic and international pressure, and with fears of a racial warfare, President F.W. American State Clerk discharged him in 1990. Statesman associate degreed American State Clerk dioed efforts to barter and finish to social policy, that resulted within the 1994 racial election within which statesman dioed the ANC to ending and have become president. Leading a broad coalition government that published a replacement constitution, statesman emphasized reconciliation between the country's racial teams and created the Reality and Reconciliation Commission to analyze past human rights abuses. Economically, Mandela's administration maintained its predecessor's liberal framework despite his own socialist beliefs, conjointly introducing measures to encourage reform, combat economic condition and expand aid services. Internationally, he acted as intermediator within the Pan Am Flight 103 bombing trial and served as Secretary-General of the Non-Aligned Movement from 1998 to 1999. He declined a second presidency and was succeeded by his deputy, Thabo Mbeki. Statesman became associate degree elder politician and targeted on combating economic condition and HIV/AIDS through the charitable Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela Foundation. Mandela was a disputed figure for abundant of his life. Though critics on the proper denounced him as a communist terrorist and people on the left deemed him too wanting to talk over and reconcile with apartheid supporters, he gained international approval for his policy. Wide thought to be associate degree icon of democracy and social justice, he received over 250 honors, as well as the Alfred Nobel Peace Prize. His command in deep respect inside South Africa, wherever he's usually mentioned by his Thembu social group name, Madaba, and delineate because the father of the nation.